Sometimes corrupt officers think they can get away with crossing the line, but with body cams recording their every move, there's no escape. First, let's take a look at a case where an officer tried to deny the excessive force he used, but his body cam had already captured it all.
2nd of June 2023, a young man was driving his mother's car when Officer Shane Edwards stopped him. The officer claimed when he ran the vehicle's tags, his computer showed the vehicle did not have insurance. Then he was stopped again, and the second officer did something that would terrify the young man and his mother for the rest of their lives.
Hey, I stopped because it's not showing that you have insurance on the vehicle. Do you have insurance? Can you show it to me? Who do you have insurance through, Miss McGee? Priority insurance? Okay, I'm showing one that shows the effective date, but it's not showing an expiration date. Let me see that piece of paper. Let me see that piece of paper right there. The one underneath it. Hey, Miss McGee, can you hear me? Do you have it on your phone by chance? Okay, all right, that's fine.
I haven't got the cards. I don't know if it's using it on it, but it's covered. And it's actually through my bankruptcy date.
Okay. Well, I see an effective date of March of 08, so that typically means that you're gonna. It's gonna have insurance. So my next issue is he's supposed to have a licensed adult with him until next month. Where do you live at? Okay, just make sure you get home, all right? And don't drive without another licensed adult, okay? All right, brother. I don't want you to get a ticket for no reason. All right.
Immediately after Officer Shane let him go, another officer stopped him, but instead of stopping, the young man drove a little farther and stopped at his family church, where his mother was present at that time. This action rubs the officers the wrong way, and what they do next will leave you stunned.
We're turning onto Hills Road. We're slow rolling on Hills Road now, going back towards the access road. Pulling into Brushy Island Family Life Center. Get your hands up! No! Open that door, step out with your hands up! Open the door!
Come open it, please.
Reach out and open the door!
Come open.
Reach out and open the door! There you go. Step out, just keep your hands up, that's all you gotta do, okay?
Unbuckle it, please.
Unbuckle the seatbelt. Just hang on a second, stay back over there! Stay back over there!
Come unbuckle it, please.
No, just reach in there and unbuckle it. Unbuckle your seatbelt, step out.
You sure? Please don't shoot. No, ma'am.
Nobody's gonna shoot anybody. Just stay calm.
Ma'am, stay back.
You sure? Right hand, look. Right.
Take your right hand, unbuckle the seatbelt, step out. Do you unbuckle it?
Yeah, come get my phone.
Step out. Step out of the car, keep your hands up.
Hands up.
That's all you gotta do. Hands up, hands up.
All the way up, baby.
There you go. Is the vehicle is yours? Okay. Were you on the phone with him at the time, or? He pulled out in front of another officer, and when the officer went to stop him, we continued, like I said, up over the overpass, down this way to here. He wouldn't stop. That's the reason why the lights and sirens were going.
Don't shoot my son.
No, nobody's going to shoot anybody. That's not our intentions. But like I said, we don't know what's
pulled over.
Yeah, we didn't know what was going on.
Right. And the man told him that he didn't have to be, shouldn't be in the car by himself. He just left at Casey's.
Yeah.
And they told him to come straight home.
Okay.
So as he's coming home, something must have happened, and
Yeah,
He got pulled over, and I said, well, you need to come home. Just come home. I didn't know what was going on at that time. He just got pulled over.
Right.
So it's my son.
After making a huge deal out of a seemingly insignificant thing, the officer then tries to calm the mother down. Of course, she is going to be worried about his son getting shot, but the officers make it look like she is overreacting.
But you've got to understand it from our point also, when we light him up and try to stop him, and he just keeps going. And like I said, from back there at Keel and Brockington, all the way down Keel, up over the over. So for his safety and ours, that's why we got him out the way that we did. We put him in cuffs, sort everything out, and we'll go from there. But like I said, we didn't know what was going on. Like I said, when somebody doesn't want to stop, unfortunately in our line of work, I get it. So, and I understand where you come from completely too with the, I know the time and all that right now and everything that's going on, but he did the best thing he could do. He cooperated and did everything that we asked him to. So, but like I said, but did he say why he got stopped or? The first time or whatever.
They ran the tags and it showed that it didn't have any insurance, but it does, and he showed it.
Okay.
It just wasn't coming up.
The lady that the officer is, she's a lieutenant, so it's her stop. So I'm going to let her conduct her business. But like I said, the reason why I don't know what had happened, I just happened to be on the access road when they hit the overpass. But apparently he pulled out in front of her and almost caused an accident, and that's the reason why she hit her lights or hit her sirens and lights to try to stop him to figure out what was going on. And then this is where we ended up at. Okay?
Please, let's not do this. So
that's a no. I witnessed it.
have a good day.
No, I'm not leaving.
You're blocking the road right now, so.
No one's there. This is public road.
I realize that, but you're stopped in the middle.
You're not pull over on the side.
You were interfering with the traffic.
No, I'm not.
After the stop, a person who goes by the name of Anonymous Patriot, who was around when the event happened, decided to step up and teach the officers a lesson and show them that what they did was wrong.
You got a problem with that?
Did I say anything to you?
You're staring at me and coming closer.
Is that an issue, or is that an issue?
You got a problem with it? Okay.
Did I say I had a problem?
You don't work then.
I'm standing where I need to stand, just like you are, sir.
You know?
Yes, sir.
I lived in this town for 8 years. I've quit everything. I'm getting tired of the racism. 75% less that you pull over a white folk than a black person. Not just you, the whole department. I forwarded a request. And I'm a white 57-year-old man. I got some years on you and him and her. Get respect by earning respect.
Well, that's what I'm trying to give you, sir, and you keep yelling over at me.
And I know I've had.
Why are you attacking me? I've never met you before.
You attacked me by being on a.
I asked you to get out of the roadway, sir.
And being petty.
Well, sir, it's the law, isn't that correct?
It's the law. If it's a crime scene, put out tape.
Well, no, it's a law about blocking the.
I can get on that side of tape. Yeah, I can. That's public. If the sergeant or you want to arrest me, go ahead.
Until he crosses the arrestable line, just face away from him.
The officers completely ignored him because they knew what they did was unjust. It is completely shameful that these officers can't even own up to their actions. Instead, they try to blame it all on the mother.
I'm gonna have to deal with him on his stuff, but I've also got to deal with you on a couple things too. Okay? You knew he was driving. You continue to let him drive the car. All right? You're the adult. You're responsible for him in that respect. So you authorized him to drive, knowing he didn't have a valid driver's license. You understand what I'm saying? You also.
I get it.
Well, and what's going to happen is you're going to get a ticket, all right? You're going to come to court.
Okay.
So, let me go and figure out this. He's going to have at least citations. I don't know if he's going to go for anything else or not, okay? So, he says that he was supposed to be going to work, but he's also supposed to be at school.
It was just registering that it didn't have insurance, and we showed the proof of insurance. And he did say, he was like, you know, you're in close proximity. I don't want you to get a ticket for anything else. If you're heading on home, because he was just right here at Casey's.
Okay.
And he said, just go on home, you know, because he did say that. And I was like, well, you were on your way home, just come on home. And then soon, I'm on the phone with him, and that's when I heard you guys' lights on him, and he started getting into a frantic.
Okay.
And so I don't, he's by himself. I get it.
So listen, can I ask you to do something next time? If you're that concerned about it, three-way call 911 if you feel like it's going to be a bad situation. Okay, let them know what your concerns are, but let's get him stopped so that we don't have to do all this. Because I get it. I hear your concerns, right? And listen, I know that my interaction ain't going to change how you feel, right? I hope it doesn't add on to that. But nobody could have done this thing, right? He did what we asked him to. He was compliant there.
This is the problem with these corrupt officers. They make huge mistakes and then try to justify them by blaming them on the suspect. They made it so that it was completely justified when, in reality, it was way too much. Watching these officers overreacting over a 17-year-old might be terrifying because we know that he can't speak back. But this next guy knew exactly what to say when an officer tried to ID him illegally.
Not doing anything.
You got any credentials?
I'm not going to provide that, just because of a call.
On March 31st, 2024, 2 officers were called by a local in Sussex County regarding a person who was sitting in his car parked on public property. The cops started on the wrong foot and immediately showed signs of aggression. What he does next will have you fuming in rage.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. How are
I'm
you?
Corporal Blatt with the Millsboro Police Department. The reason why we're making contact, some lady came out to report that you've been sitting out here for over 4 hours.
Okay.
Find out what the deal is, what's going on.
I'm sitting here minding my business, not doing anything.
You got any credentials?
I'm not going to provide that, just because of a call. Brunville, Texas.
You told her that you're correct?
Yeah, that's what I told her.
Okay. Do you have any credentials?
Yeah, but I don't want to provide that right now.
Why not?
Huh?
Why not?
Because it's optional, and I just don't want to provide it right now.
What's that?
Because it's optional.
If you have to provide credentials to what you're going on, and you have to report it to the dispatch center that you're out here.
No, but I didn't tell you that I was. Told her I was. I'm not telling you that I'm one.
Well, this is private property, you know.
This what is private property?
What is private property?
This roadway here?
This road is private property.
How is this road private property?
Because it is. It's a development. It's run by the HOA.
Oh, where's the sign that says private property? There's no signs that says trespassing there. There's a public street, and there's no signs that says private parking there, or private property. There's absolutely no signs.
So I actually know where the HOA person lives.
Well, over there is probably private property, but not here.
This is a private property road.
This is not a private property road. This is accessible from the public. That's a public street there.
It might be accessed from the public, but this is private property.
Well, no one asked me
if HOA run development.
No one asked me to leave. Hey, can I have your name, please?
It's Officer Shockley.
Officer Shockley and Officer Bullock.
Oh, can I get a badge number?
1098.
Can I get a badge number?
Just watch how upset the officer seems. He is pissed that the civilian is not listening to his illegal and baseless commands. This is what corruption does. It makes these people entitled and makes them forget that they are public servants.
So even if it's private property, the owner has to ask me to leave, and this is a public street. I already did a GIS survey. I already did it.
We can also remain out here until you're completed your investigation. So
it's a free country. I mean,
you're right.
Of course. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I'm not gonna.
What she's worried about, she has a child that's out here, and people abduct kids.
But did she accuse me of? Did she accuse me of abducting anyone?
No, but she's worried about it. It's a safety.
I'm worried about a lot of things too, but I don't be calling the cops on people for every little issue. If there's no crime, unless there's a crime, right?
You're right. Yeah. Well, your tag doesn't come back to anything, so I'm going to be running everything else.
So, if you don't mind me asking, what are you investigating? Okay.
But I just don't like to identify just because someone calls. You understand that? I just don't like to identify just because someone called. Brunville, Texas State, absent RAS. There's no probable cause for you guys to get my information. And that's the reason why I don't want to call. I know he's going to probably want some retribution because I know my rights. But I'm not asking that lady to identify. I gave her a courtesy of telling her what I'm doing here when she approached me, and I thought that was the end of it, but apparently not. I didn't have to. I could have stayed silent and not say a single word, right? And it's my right not to identify.
Why she's concerned.
I have a lot of concerns too, but if I'm not breaking the law, right? Should I identify? Should I just give up my Fourth Amendment rights?
Well, no one's asked you for your information.
Just because I invoked my rights. You think that's fair? I'm not doing anything wrong.
You're parked on a public street.
Yeah. A lot of people park in a public street. That car is parked in a public street.
So, you're right. It's a public roadway. So you can park here. We're more concerned about what's going on.
Yeah, but I dispelled your fears.
Yeah,
I said
you're right. Okay.
What I'm doing. You guys have the tag, so no, you know, right? And not a single person reported a crime. They're just a suspicious car. Suspicion is not a felony or a misdemeanor.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
That's why we made contact with you.
Exactly. And I'm talking to you, right? I didn't have to say a word. I could have just stayed silent the entire time, but I'm not that type of rude person who just doesn't say anything. We're all humans, right?
Despite being reasonable and polite, the car owner was still harassed by officers who could not leave him alone. This is why properly training and educating police officers is crucial, so they know when they are infringing upon other people's rights. Regardless, the owner gives the officer a whole education.
At no point in time did I trespass on anyone's property. I stayed in my car. This is the safest place I can be.
Yeah, and I told you why we made contact with you.
I heard you.
Okay.
I heard you.
So,
yeah, but
do you have any questions?
Yeah, am I gonna be is there gonna be some sort of retribution just because they invoked my rights by this guy here? I understand. You sound reasonable. You sound like a professional, honestly. There are not too many cops who are professional like you and level-headed.
Yeah, I appreciate that. You're right. It seems like you know your laws.
Yeah, I'm very much aware of all of them, yeah.
But no, we're good to go as long as you don't have any more questions.
Yeah, and you can verify I'm not disrespectful to either of you. I just want to invoke my rights and be left alone because... Yeah. But what I would do is just document their license plate number, take a picture of the car, but I'm not going to call the cops on someone for no reason. Yeah. You know, if I see them trying to sneak into someone's property, well, that's a different story, right? Mm-hmm. But someone just sitting in their cars, you know, I got to understand their fears can't trump people's rights, you know, to just be here on a public street.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I wouldn't do that to your son. I mean, I'm just assuming you have a son or whatever. No matter what color they are, I wouldn't do it. And maybe that's something that people need to be aware of, you know?
Yeah, but you have to understand the day and time we're in.
Listen, it's always been danger from way back then to now. We're in the safest times we've ever been in right now with the level of security that we have. Okay? Yeah. Things were worse back then. We have a lot of security. There are cameras everywhere. The minute you call a cop, they're here.
That doesn't mean things...
Right? From one call to the next. To the next, to the next, to the next. Imagine that. We gotta use... We gotta be rational and think about when we call the cops, man, instead of wasting resources like this. Say, ma'am, hey, do you have the license plate number? We have the tags, and we'll send an officer just to drive by and observe. And I think that's how it should be.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I hope you agree and understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. But I'm gonna get out of here. Okay.
I appreciate you, man. All right. Do you have a card? Can I get the CAD number? I want to request that 911 call and hear exactly what that person said.
So they came to our police department.
Oh, they actually came all the way there? Yeah. Well, the incident number then, so I can...
Let me go get it for him.
Thank you.
Up next, we see an officer who thought he could intimidate some peaceful protesters, but was instantly proven wrong.
On February 20th, 2010, Philadelphia attorney Marianne Bessie and her friend Valerie Tavrino were protesting the cruel and illegal live pigeon shoot by the members of the Philadelphia Gun Club. Officer Sergeant Joseph Blickley and another Ben Salem police officer were summoned to the scene, after which they did something that would make your jaw drop.
So we would appreciate it if you would leave. You are on private property. Thank you.
Okay, do you have the audio on those cameras?
Yes.
Okay.
I think this is public access here.
Well, you're on private property and you're past
I think it's public. Well, I think this is public access.
You can't be on their property without their consent.
Okay.
You can be on public property.
Well, there is public access along here, so it goes to, you know, a certain point. So I think we're within that point.
Well, you are understanding that you're creating a safety hazard here.
No, I don't think we are. Basis do you have for that? Because I'm telling you we're not.
You're in the roadway right now, creating a safety hazard.
Well, so are you. We're not in the road. We were always within the public access area.
Do you know exactly where your property limits are? And we'll ask them to stay outside that.
Technically, we are responsible up to the roadway.
Okay.
Right off the bat, the supervisor is clearly biased against the protesters. He says they are on private property when they are not, and then he goes on to mischaracterize the law in an effort to stop the protesters from recording. Absolutely shameful from the supervisor.
Certainly.
Okay, and I'm going to ask you to turn the audio and the cameras off because it's illegal in Pennsylvania.
It's not illegal.
Yes, it is, miss.
I'm sorry. It's not illegal.
Ma'am, you can videotape me, but I'm asking you not to audio tape without my consent.
Okay.
Can you please do that?
Well, I understand what you're saying. I do.
Okay.
There's audio on mine, and I'm a lawyer, and I know what the law is.
So you know about
I'll take the
wiretap
risk. You
laws,
can
is that
take me to
correct?
court.
Is that, do you know about the
I do.
wiretap laws?
Okay. Well, I'm not going to get into that here. Do you have identification, please?
I don't on me now.
You don't have an
No.
identification?
What do you need it for? Am I going to be arrested?
When we get a call, we get to take a police report that we get a call.
Okay.
That's all.
I don't. Am I? What do you need my ID for? Why do you need my name?
We're here on a police call. We're having contact with you, and we're going to identify you and name you on our police report. That's what we do.
Okay. Well, I'd rather not give you my name.
Why would that be?
Because I don't think I'm doing anything illegal. I don't think I'm under suspicion of anything.
Okay. Well,
Why do I need my name?
You just told me that you're audio taping us, and I asked you not to do that under Pennsylvania wiretap laws.
Okay. Can we get a supervisor here? Because
I am one.
Okay. What about? How about you? Above you?
That's not possible right now.
Okay. Okay, so you're gonna take me into custody because of suspicion of violation of the wiretap law?
Did I ever say that?
You said the reason that you wanted my name and not hers was because of the wiretap law. And Val, please keep videotaping the people who come in.
Okay, you asked why we need your name and your information. Did I ever say that I'm going to take you into custody?
Well, you said that you needed it for the wiretap law. You said you think I'm in violation of the wiretap law, so I'm assuming that you're going to do something about that. That's why you need my name.
But I never said I was taking you into custody.
The officer is clearly trying to gaslight the protester, but unfortunately for him, she is also an attorney, and a pretty good one at that. The way she handles him next is beyond satisfying.
If you say I'm under suspicion for violation of the federal wiretap law or the Pennsylvania wiretap law, that's why you need my name, I'll give you my name.
I kindly asked you to stop audio taping. That's all I did.
Due to cases under the federal and the Pennsylvania state wiretapping law, I know that this is legal.
Okay.
So, you're telling me you don't think it is, and you want my name to fill out in your report because you think I'm violating the wiretapping law. That doesn't make sense to me. Because if you think I'm violation of a crime, wouldn't you want to take me into custody and get all my information?
I never said that.
Okay, well then I'm not in violation of a crime?
I asked you to stop audio taping.
Right.
I said in Pennsylvania we have wiretapping laws. It's not legal to audio tape someone without their consent.
This is public property. This is public access.
Well, I don't know that you're on public property right now.
Well, I know that we are. I've looked into it. We've done this before. We've been here many, many weeks. We stand in the public access area.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Do you know for a fact that right now you're on public property?
Well, because we stood, now I think we're in the driveway because we're talking to you.
Well,
but where we were standing.
If you're not sure either, how could you say that we're in violation?
I don't know. I do not.
Right.
If
then
no
why
one
are you?
knows, then somebody needs to find out, and it probably would be more of your responsibility being you're in the law.
Okay, here's what we're going to do.
Okay.
We cannot have you stand in the driveway here.
Okay.
On this side of State Road where this is plowed. We're going to find out through the township exactly where their property line is. But for right now, we're going to ask you not to impede their traffic and not to stand in this driveway. I don't know exactly how far their private property goes to State Road or what's considered public access because there is no sidewalk here under the snow. But what they're asking is you don't stand on this plowed driveway and you stand on the other side of these snowbanks.
Okay.
Meaning, what would that be?
Okay.
Okay, let me finish. What will happen if we don't move?
If this is private property and you don't move, you could be cited for trespassing.
I'm asking you, what will happen now today if we don't move right now?
Not
if you don't move
before you find out what.
Like right now, you're taking his word for it and maintain, and your understanding of law is that because they maintain this driveway, we have to go, a certain distance from the snow. I'm asking you, what will you do if we don't move?
I will go to the township. I will find out exactly where their legal property line is, and if law enforcement action has to be taken or citations have to be issued, that'll be done.
Keep in mind that these officers are from the same department that refused to take any action against the club's illegal activities, including their shooting at a person. The shooting happened on the same day as this incident.
Officer, while you're here, we got somebody on videotape who almost sideswiped me deliberately. He actually went into the snow, trying to hit me when I was off the road. Well, I'll have to look at the video to see what I captured, because I won't make a report unless I actually got his information. Ooh. Yeah, he did.
Oh my God.
Did you see that? Be careful, Val.
One of the club members tried to run over the protesters, and when asked about their actions, they blatantly refused. Corrupt officers like him need to be put in their place every once in a while, and it's safe to say that the protester did a great job of doing that. Despite being a manipulator, the supervisor was at least polite, unlike this next officer who showed no signs of respect or humanity whatsoever.
Stop the car! Stop the car!
On August 20th, 2022, a man was at his girlfriend's house located in Sherwood to collect his property. While at the girlfriend's place, the man shoots at her ceiling. At this point, Officer Nance is in the same area, and as he arrives on the scene, he does perhaps the most cowardly thing an officer can do.
What apartment? Are you the one who shot?
It is in the air, but please don't him. Please do not. Get in the car.
Okay, where is he going?
Get in the car. I don't know.
Okay.
We just told him to pull over and put his hands up.
Is anyone hurt?
No. We are trying to make sure he's going.
No one is hurt.
No
right?
one's hurt.
Okay, where is he going?
I don't know. She was on the phone with him. We told him to pull over and put your hands up and cooperate.
Where does he live? He lives here?
Yes.
Okay.
Lincoln 31.
We told him to pull over and put his hands up because Charles
Very good. Lincoln 31, 10-8, 96.
Okay, hold on. Are you on the phone with him?
No, just pull over and put your gun in the car, Anthony. It could be simple. You don't have to do this.
Where is he at?
I don't know. And I don't want y'all to hurt him. I really don't. It's just not in his right mind, bro.
Okay. Take a deep breath, okay?
Can you please just stop, Anthony?
Let me talk to him. Anthony, can you hear me?
Don't not that loud. You gotta put it up in your ear. We're chasing him.
What's his Anthony what? What's his name?
Y'all have people after his car. And
Do what?
Y'all have people chasing him currently.
We're trying to find him right now, okay?
Please, just don't hurt him.
Do you know where he might go?
I don't. I just got him to get his stuff this morning. Last night and this early this morning. Oh my God, man. Because for one, I didn't think it would get this far. I thought it was just a simple petty ass argument. Arguing, he get his shit and we go. But he didn't. He shot and ran off in the house, and all I heard was gunshot back there. I don't know.
Shaking up, take some deep breaths for me, all right?
Mama, what did he say? He in a wooded area. He said he behind here. He watching us.
Notice how the woman repeatedly says that he is not in his right mind, which suggests that his mental state is questionable, and harming him would be a huge mistake. But these corrupt officers are too stupid to understand that.
It's inside the apartment.
I shot at his vehicle. Yeah. So I pulled in. You were in the car. You were the one I pulled up behind, right? That was right over here, like around, basically as soon as I pulled into the complex. And then dispatch said she was showing me to the apartment. We kind of made the S curve. Once we got around there, she stopped. I got out and started talking to her, and she said, that's him right there, leaving in that SUV. There was a lady standing outside around maybe apartment 20, said she heard shot from that direction. So I got out of my vehicle, started walking down. This SUV comes barreling towards me, and that's when I took a couple. Stop the car! Stop the car! Stop the girl! Oh, 58, he's fleeing in a red GMC SUV heading towards cutoff. Shot.
You good?
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Get your deep breath. Just relax for a second. And chat with him. And
You got it. Originally, I thought they said the suspect vehicle was a Cadillac. I pulled in, and it was right there by that office sign.
Then dispatch said, you know, when I said, hey, they're pulling around further in, they said, well, they're trying to show you where the apartment is. So we took the S-curve to the second half of the complex. She stops, gets out, and tells me that's him right there. He just fired a shot. There was also someone else standing maybe around apartment 20 or so, standing outside. I asked her, did you hear gunshots? She said yes from back there. So when she told me that's him right there in that car, I got out of my car, started walking towards him. Car comes towards me, high rate of speed. I already had my weapon out as he was coming towards me. I think it was after he passed me, I took 2 shots. And then got in my car, and by the time I was able to get turned around and back out, I lost him.
The supervisors are just as corrupt as him. They do not condemn any of his actions, and instead try to support him after he does the absolute worst. This just shows that the whole system is corrupt, not just one person.
I see one.
There's one back there.
Is that all he shot was twice?
And you got the one right there. He said he shot a couple of times. Is there a third one right there? Nope. I think there's just this two. Yeah.
Okay, we can't. It's gonna be hard to make the scene any bigger, but.
And he said the guy was driving past him.
Oh, he was in the vehicle whenever he shot at him? Was he shooting at Nance? You don't know?
Paul, 50M97, there's a black Dodge Ram in the driveway. Yeah.
So why do we think he's shooting an AR? Unit's trying to make contact with him. The info we got right now is he's an AR. Not 100% sure of that, but that's the info we got right now.
Faircloth's up there. We haven't been into the apartment or anything yet. She's still been notified. She's on her way out.
So the apartment's there where he's at?
Yep.
That's Nance's car?
No, that's Faircloth's car.
Okay, that's Faircloth. So
Nance is in his car going back to the PD, and LT went back to the PD with him.
Yeah, LT called me. So is anybody else in the apartment?
No. We haven't cleared the apartment yet.
You hadn't cleared it?
No, because they were up, the victim.
We need to clear that apartment.
Okay.
Because there might be somebody in that apartment.
After getting a brief on the situation, the lieutenant decides that it's best to clear out the apartment where the boyfriend was staying. The officers enter the apartment with the hopes of finding the boyfriend, but what they actually find baffles them.
Police department.
Police department, anybody in here?
If you're in here, come out.
Show the police. Police department, anybody here?
A second photo. Can you possibly send us by ID?
I got a little closet in it.
Alright, we're clear here.
You got that little closet?
Yeah, I did.
No, ain't nobody in here now. We know there ain't nobody in there waiting on us now.
We're going to get away from the main road up here and come back towards the apartment.
Yep.
You hadn't saw any shell casings?
Not any
up
shell
here.
casings here. And like I was telling him, I took my time getting up here, trying to canvass a little bit.
Yeah.
And I don't think I parked on any. I looked before I parked, but there's always a chance.
And I didn't notice any on the floor.
I didn't either.
My question is,
I'll be on my phone.
that which way was Nance? Was the man coming this way?
Correct.
Okay, and Nance fires
As he went past him.
So Nance fires this way.
Correct.
So where did our bullets go?
That's what we were just.
That's what I'm looking for.
Even after going through the same situation multiple times, the whole team still can't admit that the corrupt officer made a mistake, so they continue their investigation by involving the boyfriend's younger brother.
You got your ID on you? Yes, sir, I got my ID on me. I need your ID. What's going on?
Nothing much, man.
You think something got to be going on?
I just been out to you. What I'm understanding, your brother's involved in a crime.
What crime? Because I just got a call saying police shooting at my baby brother. That ain't no good call.
I understand.
Man, I got more family members on their way out here, but I was the first one able to get out here.
And he said he calling my
So
mom.
if y'all get any speeding tickets, calls, anything, that's me. The whole fucking way, because I heard police, bro. We not.
No, we're not. I'm waiting on a return.
They're not arguing.
It's no situation, sir. We family.
Hey, listen, look at me. Look at me.
Man, it ain't, man. It's my baby brother I got to worry about.
I understand.
And this my cousin.
No. I'm saying it's okay about you guys talking.
Yes, 10-4.
So she's been talking to him?
They can't do nothing to him unless they know he's still a threat. And then when you see him, if he ain't got...
Right.
But I'm just trying to make sure my little brother okay. I just got to the room myself. I get a call, my little brother being my Sherwood Police Department. I just did 100 and something come from university. If any state troopers or something was behind me, they had to come with me. But I'm just trying to make sure my little brother's okay.
Can you at least call him and try to calm him down or something?
I wouldn't dare call my little brother right here.
Why are you looking at me and do that?
I ain't looking at you like that. I wouldn't dare call my little brother right here. Whether he answer or he don't.
I'm trying to make sure he good.
No, we just need for him to chill down. That's it. You don't have to have a conversation with him. It doesn't need to be on speaker. I don't want him to get...
That's what I'm trying
And
to
we don't want him shooting.
All right, did he say is he hurt or not? Because I didn't even get to ask my little brother that. I just came out here.
After trying their best to trap the guy, the officers try to manipulate his brother into calling them and making them come to the scene. But the brother is smart.
I got to talk to my little brother, and I ain't going to do it just right here. No, I'm not even going to say I will.
Yeah, that's fine.
I need to know my little brother's okay.
We understand.
I got out here, and I'm trying to see if anybody, brother, or anything, but...
Well, go do what you gotta do. Make sure he's straight.
Yeah.
The info, they're saying he did fire one shot inside there.
Yeah. She's saying that he fired with an AR like up into the ceiling. Yeah. So I'm expecting to find a bullet hole up there.
Yeah, I don't. Well, she said she was in her head, so this is more like...
Yeah, it was at an angle. He was just like that.
Finally, we have a cop who used brutal force during an arrest and thought he could get away with it, but was soon humbled by a lawful citizen.
On October 8, 2021, officers from the Bluefield Police Department were notified about Edgar as he was protesting and preaching the gospel. Among his many signboards was a board with a picture of an aborted baby. The officers asked him to remove the sign, and what happened next was a scene worth watching.
This is a high school football game. Can I have your name and badge number, please? Officer D.R. Barker. Badge number? You gonna put the sign up? Badge number? 219. Thank you. I mean, sign up. What is my claim? Disorderly. It's causing a disturbance. This is a high school football game. Freedom of speech is disorderly conduct? It's disorderly. Freedom of speech. You gonna put it up or not?
You got a half-naked. You got a half-naked baby.
That's basically decapitated.
Yeah.
This is an abortion. That's what an abortion looks like.
Okay.
Okay, this is a high school football game. You're causing an uproar.
So all the other signs, probably not any issues, but not this sign. Okay.
Okay. Well, you want to tell me what is the ordinance that I'm breaking?
It just
or
said
what?
disorderly conduct. Listen.
Can you let me read the ordinance that says that this picture
can look it
in
up
the
online.
city of Bluefield, West Virginia, is disorderly? Is that what you tell the judge when you go to court?
It's Sergeant F.B. Ingle.
Batch number?
214.
214.
Yes, sir.
So, both of you
but
guys...
Here's the issue. Like, we're saying there's no problem with you being here, right?
Well,
but it's this picture.
This is the only
it's this
sign.
picture.
Apparently it is. So, I'm just trying to understand what you're saying, okay?
Okay.
So you're saying that
this picture has to go. Everything
you're
else is
saying
fine.
that if I don't put this picture away, you're going to arrest me.
That's disorderly.
Yep. You're going to arrest me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Officer D.R. Barker from Bluefield
No.
City, West Virginia is saying that if I don't put this sign up, trying to get your face, he's going to arrest me.
Yes.
Okay. I just want to have this in record so I can bring this to my lawyer. That you threatening me, both of you threatening me with an arrest if I don't put this picture up. You guys are headed for a huge lawsuit.
Why are you being confrontational? We're good with you doing this. It's this. I mean,
this right here, you guys are gonna find out.
Okay.
It's gonna cost you thousands of dollars.
Okay.
That this is not disorderly conduct. This is freedom of speech, First Amendment right. And you, guys,
That's a half-naked baby.
Both
That's
of
a
you.
half-naked baby.
There's a half-naked ladies right there. Look at. There's all these half-naked women right here. But you have a problem with this picture.
Yeah.
Why don't you go tell those ladies they're half-naked too and arrest them?
So we're gonna put this one up.
You know what? Are you gonna arrest me? Or you're just gonna give me a citation if I don't put it up?
He's already told you.
You're gonna arrest me?
You're gonna put it up or not?
You're gonna take me to jail if I don't put this picture up?
Yes.
All right.
No, it has to be gone.
Even after the protester removed the board from public view, the officers kept harassing him. Now they have made it personal. This is the nature of being a corrupt cop. You can't handle it when someone opposes your authority, even for a second.
We'll be out.
I'm not showing it no more.
You're displaying it right now.
I'm gonna put it under that car.
Is that your car?
That's not my car. I don't have to answer that. But I don't have to take it. I don't have to take it
If
anywhere.
you just leave it here, I'll write you a citation for littering then.
I'm not leaving it right here. I haven't left this spot. You just
You
want to
said
get
you were
rid of
gonna
it.
leave it over there.
No, for the time
Just
being.
put it in your vehicle and it's fine.
I'm not gonna bring it over there. If I'm walking, what do I do? If I came over here walking, then what do I have to do? Go home and come back when the event is over? So you're pretty much kicking me out of the event.
You have
kicking
to
me out of
leave.
the public.
This has to
Out
be
of
off
the public.
premises.
It's off already. You don't want the picture to be seen. I already covered it up. Here. It's covered.
It has to go.
It's covered already. You
not.
have a problem with the picture. The picture is covered. I'm complying.
So
with what
you're gonna leave it like that. You're not gonna move
I'm
it.
gonna leave it like that. I just can't go home and come back and then miss the whole event. Why I'm
You
doing
have to take it off the premises.
it. I already took the picture down. You say take the picture down. I already comply with that. I already obey that. I don't have to.
How are you complying or obeying by just throwing it on the ground?
Correct. What is it?
How are you? Okay, go ahead and put your hands on your back.
Why? What is my crime? What is my crime? What's my crime? What is my crime? Let me have my back.
Put your other hand on your back.
What do I do with the sign? Call my wife. 444-6864.
4-6.
Stop moving. 444-221-664. Diana Aurea. I haven't done anything wrong. They taking me to jail because I'm preaching the gospel. They taking me to jail because I'm preaching the gospel. Somebody call my wife. 44216. Jesus Christ is the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. They taking me to jail because I'm preaching the gospel of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
After the incident, Edgar went back to the police department to protest and teach the cops a lesson for the wrongful arrest. But the senior officer there was even worse than the initial officers. It's like the whole bunch decided to gather in the same police department.
Who's in charge of the police department right now?
Lieutenant Vance is our chief.
May I have a word with you, sir? My name is Edgar Orea. Excuse me?
Body camera out there?
Yes, sir.
Why are you all taking this?
In case that I have to go to court for your protection and my protection. Yeah.
Okay, what do you need to talk about? I got my camera here.
Excuse me?
I said I got my camera here.
Okay, good. That's good. My name is Edgar Orea, my wife Diana Orea, and we are we're preachers of the gospel. We like to exercise First Amendment right, freedom of speech on the public sidewalks of America. And right now I was doing that, and one of your police officers came and harassed me and told me.
What do you mean harass him? How did he harass you?
He came and intimidated me.
Intimidate by how? Don't just leave open-ended questions. You're going to record. And y'all want to go preach? Go up to the Capitol. We're under a state of emergency.
Let me see that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now
no,
let me
look
ask.
at it.
I am. Why you haven't done it?
Because you come in here with this, and I've dealt with y'all before, believe me.
Yeah. Why are you raising your voice?
Interrupting the church.
Do I have to raise my voice
But
too?
there you go.
Hold on a second.
You are scaring people.
Is the word coronavirus banned in Bluefield? Yes or
You are not
no?
allowed to be out there saying, hey, you're going to hell, you're going to burn, you're going to do this, you're going to get the coronavirus and die, because we're in a state of emergency, okay?
So there's a law, there's an ordination that
can't
says
be doing that.
that if I use the word coronavirus in
You
Bluefield,
can't be
West Virginia,
spreading fear.
you're gonna put me in jail.
You cannot be spreading fear.
What will happen to me if I continue?
State of emergency right there, you could possibly go to jail.
You're gonna put me in jail?
You're using scare tactics. See what
Can
I'm
you-
saying?
hold on a second.
You're trying to scare people by saying they're
Do me
going
a
to
favor.
burn and get the coronavirus.
Can you do me a favor?
We
Can
say
you
that all year round.
can you write down on a piece of paper the words that I'm not allowed to say and write down your batch
You
number and your
can't
name,
use
please?
fear and go out here and tell everybody
Sir,
that
but what
they're
you're
gonna burn
doing right now, I
about-
could be considered fear too. So they're gonna put
Why?
you in jail too?
Why?
Do me a favor, write down the words. You already did this before to us before.
You
Exactly,
intimidated us
because-
before.
No, because y'all was standing up there with that bullhorn. Can't do that.
What
you
book?
can't do it.
So if a Muslim comes
Okay.
and preaches the Quran, you're gonna put him in jail too? Yes
if
or
he
no?
is out there trying to scare people into going to his belief, absolutely.
Do we
So-
have? We
Absolutely.
have no weapon.
Freedom
How
of
can we
You
speech
don't
scare
is
have to.
anybody?
You
suppressed.
can do it by inciting a
You know,
riot.
this is called. We're not inciting a riot. We're not telling anybody to do any rioting. That's inciting a riot.
You're scaring people.
I'm not scaring anybody. Nobody came to us and said they were scared, and 2 people came and
No,
asked
they
us about
called
how
us.
to be saved.
We
They
got
called
people
us.
And
coming
you
to
want to
us,
stop
ask us how
that?
to be saved.
And you want to stop the
They called
gospel?
us.
Are you a God hater?
There's enough prostitution
It
and
don't
drug dealers
matter.
going
What
on
does
in the
that have to
streets
do
of
with
Bluefield,
anything?
Because
Virginia.
that's why
What
you
if
would
I
want to
emanate
use your
you?
uniform to intimidate
What if
people
I
to stop
emanate
the
you?
gospel. Well, you
So
can
you're
hate
going
them
to
all you want.
discriminate against me because you
No,
think
you
I'm an
can
atheist.
hate them all you want, but you can't use
Did
that
you hear that?
uniform. No,
Did you hear
no,
that?
you didn't hear that.
So here it
You've
is.
got some other options.
Yep. Y'all can go now.
Anybody.
The wrath of God is upon this police department right now.
They don't have any machine.
The wrath of God is upon this police department. The wrath of God is upon all the ungodly and those who suppress the truth.
Meaning no free speech if this cop doesn't like it. This is what happens when you let a tyrant run the system. The whole system becomes corrupt. But kudos to Edgar for standing up for his rights and, in doing so, empowering people like me and you to do the same. We need more people like him, so officers like these can be put to rest. If you think watching a person preaching and exercising his First Amendment rights is shocking, wait until you watch this next case.
This is the kind of police officers we want down here. People who stop people from having fun.
On a sunny day in Yorktown, Virginia, a young gentleman was driving his remote control car when suddenly a cop appeared and started harassing him and giving illegal orders.
Too
many people around for this.
What'd you say the issue was?
You're not allowed to drive this.
Why not?
You can't rollerblade out here. You can't skateboard. You can't. You know what? Hold on. Let me turn my camera on too, so we can have this. All right. All right. So you can't skateboard out here. You can't rollerblade. You can't use scooters. So what? You can't use that either.
Why can't I use that? It's an RC car. It's not a rollerblade or a scooter or a bicycle.
It's still a moving vehicle, and there's a lot of people
It's not
walking around.
it's not a vehicle. It's a remote control car. I get
still
there's
moves, don't it?
I get there's a lot of people, but
It
I'm at the
still moves,
beach.
right?
It moves, yeah.
Okay.
I moved too.
If you want to drive this, go that way with it.
What do you mean go that way? Where am I supposed to go with it?
You can. There's sidewalks and stuff down that way you can drive it at.
So why can't I drive it to the beach?
Because there are people here and you can't have it on the beach.
Why can't I have it on the beach?
Because I told you.
Because you told me. Where does it say that in the law? Where does it say in the rules here?
310 Central.
Like, I'm trying to have a good time with my family, play with my little toy car, and you're harassing me for no reason.
Can you send me an extra unit down here? I'm not harassing you.
What do you mean you're not harassing me?
How am I harassing you?
You said I couldn't drive that,
That's
and
not
it states
harassing you.
states
That's
it
me
states
telling you you can't do
nowhere does it say that I can't drive that.
Where'd you
And
look that up at?
what do you mean where I looked that up at?
Where'd
Do
you
I
look
I
it
don't
up?
I don't
How
see
do
any
you know
signs.
it's not said anywhere if you don't
Is
look it
this public? Is this public?
On the Water Street.
Is this public property or not? Tell me.
No, this is personal. This is county property.
This is county property. So that's not public? I'm part of the county.
Huh?
I'm part of the county. I live in York County.
So do I.
Okay, so how is it not public? How is this area not public? Is it open to the public?
What? Let me ask you this question. So I'm just asking you not to drive this down here, right?
Yeah, I got that.
So why are you giving me a hard time about it?
Because you're giving me a hard
I'm
time
not
for
giving
no
you- I just
reason.
said, please
I've been
don't
here for
drive this down
2
here.
seconds.
Right?
I get that you said don't drive it down here,
I
but
asked you to do that, right?
why can't I drive it down here?
Because there's too many
There's
people,
people.
out here.
Okay, now where does it say?
It's incredible to see how the cop attempts to manipulate and outright lie. These tyrants are relentless and will do whatever it takes to maintain their control.
But until you show me in writing, I'm guessing you're walking away, so I'm leaving.
I'm not walking away.
I mean, you were walking that way.
I'm moving. I can't move.
I mean, you can move, but...
Well, that's what I'm doing.
So am I being detained or not?
You're not walking, you're not taking that over there. So
Why not?
Because I said.
Why am I not taking it over there?
If I'm wrong, I'll look it up in county code. If I'm wrong, I apologize, but right now, you're not driving this on this beach.
I've been out here numerous times with RC cars. Hey, I've been out here plenty of times where the two cops park normally right there, sitting in their cars, walking by. I drive through that field right there, up and down. I drive on the beach, and I got like 6 battery packs for this thing, so it lasts like 4 hours.
That's cool.
Nobody's ever said anything to me here.
Stay here for me, please.
So am I being detained or am I free to go?
No, you can stay here.
So what does that mean?
You're detained.
That I'm detained?
Yes.
All right, I'm detained. I'm doing well. How about yourself?
What's your name?
Prefer not to give that.
Well, we're here to talk to you about the situation he's investigating.
I got you.
You need to identify yourself.
Investigating what? What crime have I committed?
Well, apparently you're not, as obstruction possibly. If you're not
Obstruction? Obstruction? I asked if I could leave. I'm not obstructing anything.
You asked me a question, I'm trying to answer it, you want to start talking over top of me.
Your answer doesn't make any sense.
I've asked you what your name is.
And I don't want to give you my name, because I don't need to.
Well, what's the issue with you not wanting to stop running your RC car?
Because nowhere does it say that I can't drive my RC car.
Well, he's out here to keep everybody here safe.
Okay, you can keep everybody safe. I'm not doing anything unsafe. It's an RC car. It's a toy.
To stop running it up and down through here, because those things are pretty fast. Right?
Yeah, it's decently fast and it is expensive. We're here to prevent problems. So, but where...
You can either stop running the car, as you've been instructed to do by Deputy Brown, or you can leave the beach.
But you can show me where it says that I cannot drive that. It does. It does. Otherwise, where's my freedom at?
A lawful order to stop.
Where does it say it's against the law? It's not a hazard. No, it is not. It is not.
Is your
Somebody with a stroller carrying coolers can hit somebody. Why is that a hazard?
Because we talked about how fast it is.
I don't have. Do I have to drive it fast? As long as I have control over it. What's the issue?
It doesn't have any place down here when there's so many.
There's not even that many people here, and I drove it through this little field right here for 2 seconds.
Did you have it on the beach too?
I didn't have it on the beach yet.
You have it on the walkways?
I mean, I drove it from there to here to the thing. Why does it matter if it's the walkways? Is this public property?
This is county property.
County property.
It's owned by the county.
So it's owned by the county that I'm part of.
The county,
Okay.
and we're down here to enforce the rules,
So
laws, regulations.
you're saying county property. Is it public or is it private?
It's county property.
Is it public or is it private? It's open to the public. There we go.
In the end, after a long and heated debate, the dishonest officer finally confessed that the property belonged to the public, not to any private entity. However, as we will soon find out, this triumph was short-lived.
Ban you from the beach.
Ban me from the beach then.
Is that what you want?
I don't care what you do at this point.
You should be able to do that.
All right, well, you're not getting my information because I haven't committed a crime.
You know what obstruction is? Maybe
I'm not obstructing anything. I tried to walk away. He said I was being detained. He detained me. I'm not obstructing anything.
Let me explain what obstruction is, okay? When we give you an lawful order to cease and desist something, you don't do it.
A lawful order. A lawful order. A lawful order. That is unlawful. That's unlawful. That's unlawful.
She asked you for your ID.
I'm not giving it to you.
Investigating this, and you said no. That's obstructing.
How's that obstructing?
Because you're not giving us the required
no crime,
identification.
no crime, no ID.
do you want to stop running your RC car down here where the beach is busy?
No.
Or do you want to leave? Those are your two options.
How are those my two options?
Those are your two options you're being given.
What kind of police officers we want down here? People who stop people from having fun.
Have fun elsewhere. Go to an empty parking lot and rent your car. That's what.
Why can't I run it at the beach?
You go down that beach and use it over there.
Why can't I use it down at that beach? Why can't I use it here?
Close to him. Why can't he use it? I mean,
it doesn't even matter. That's not even the point.
Like there's dogs on leashes and everything like that.
They're on leashes.
Yes,
right?
but he has the control for it. Okay, so he can keep it as close to him as possible, and he can take it down there. So how is that any different than a dog being on a leash?
To the beach.
Because the dogs aren't allowed on the beach.
Okay, but even if we're on the sidewalk, you're saying that he can't take it on the sidewalk.
Because people can step on it. People ain't paying attention
so
looking
people
for
can
an
step on
RC
a dog?
car.
I'm controlling it.
You can see a dog.
I'm controlling that.
Well,
I think
if he keeps it close to him,
I think
if he keeps
2 feet long.
What's the point? Let me ask you this: if you're gonna keep it near you, what's the point of driving it? What's so fun in that?
I can drive it around. I get to control it.
No,
My kid likes it. Other kids like
She's
it.
saying if you keep it by you like they keep dogs by you.
From that moment on, the female officer, who I'm almost certain is named Karen, completely lost her cool. It seemed like her ego couldn't handle the pushback she was getting. Keep an eye out for what she does next as she tries to salvage her pride.
I don't care if you're tired of hearing it or not, because you're about to make it to the last resort option you're not going to want.
Last resort option, what's that?
I'm going to explain it to you if you want to stop cutting me off when I'm talking to you. I've asked you for your identification so I can document who I'm speaking with, because it's looking like you're going to get banned from the beach.
Ban me from the beach. Ban me from the beach. You're not getting my information. No, you do not. No crime, no ID. I'm not showing it to you. How am I wrong? How what? What code? Pull up the code for me.
You want me to pull it up?
Sure, pull up the code.
When I pull it up for you and I show it to you, I need your ID, because I'm going to document who I'm speaking with. And you're either going to leave, like he's asked you to do with that, or put it away and enjoy the beach here with your family, or we're going to ban you from the beach. I haven't been anything.
When I approached, you said, hey, you need to stop doing that here. That's what you did.
All right, hold on. Where are you?
Yeah, it was. That's right.
I just asked you. You can't. I came up to say.
Man,
you cannot.
As soon as you saw it go through there, you freaked out.
You just told him to put it up. You didn't.
Okay, so I told him to put it up, but he's exaggerating.
No, he was not.
You want me to go get that older couple that I was talking to for witnesses?
I don't care.
You're exaggerating. He said, like, you even describe what he had done before.
What?
After spending a while on the phone, the female officer couldn't find anything, so she went to the side and started looking for it again. Meanwhile, the other cop continued with his ill-informed logic and gaslighting.
It's hot. The picnic area is all the way down there. That's where I was going.
You can go with it, but you can't drive it.
Obviously, you want me to carry a 25-pound RC car. What sense does that make? I have a remote right here.
You're not driving. That's what sense makes.
So if I go down there, all the way down to the picnic area, you leave me alone?
Why don't you go and get your car and drive down there?
I am. That's what I'm going to do.
Where's your car at?
Right there at the parking garage. Reasonable thing. Seems like you're having trouble finding that code there. Am I free to go? Am I free to go? Excuse me, ma'am. Am I free to go? He detained me.
Hey, do this. If you pick this up,
he detained me. I don't have to be in handcuffs to be detained. I asked him if I was being detained, and I was being detained.
Can I explain real quick?
Explain.
Get your car. Go get your car. Go to the picnic area. There's a whole big area down there.
I am going down there.
You can do that.
Appreciate it, man.
These cases show that even when corrupt cops think they can bend the truth, their body cams reveal the reality of their actions. Let me know which of these moments shocked you the most in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep watching. This is Detective Mystery, signing off.